Asri.
And I'm Andy Rizika.
And welcome to After the Mix. We are here with the wonderful Don Price, the founder and director of the Sophia Project. Welcome.
Thank you.
So if you just want to tell us a little bit about the Sophia Project.
Well, the Sophia Project is a nonprofit organization. It's an in-school intervention program, and also we have something called Friday Night Kiss, where we have one-on-one mentors for our girls, and we are 4 years in the making this year. So we work with at-risk girls. We pick them by a selection criteria in the school system, and we've got about 80 girls that we work with now.
What made you start it? What started the program?
Ooh, it's a passion project. It really is.
I work with Dawn as a mentor in the project, so I understand what she means by passion project. But go ahead.
And when I lived in Atlanta a couple of years ago, I had a grant, and I went into churches and I talked about sexuality with girls. And I was a really good speaker and a great presenter, and you get the kids all vulnerable. But I felt really irresponsible because I didn't have constant contact with them. So to get them in that fragile space and not be able to do any more work with them made me feel very guilty. And so I just kept saying I want to start a nonprofit. I want to have an opportunity where I build a relationship with the girls and maybe we can see some transformation. And that's where the yearning began.
Wow. And I've been with the project for 3 years, but I still don't know where the Sophia name came from.
Oh, wow.
I think you told me this before, but I totally forgot. So if you just want to tell me about
Well, Sophia is the Greek goddess of wisdom.
Yes.
And we have a lot of girls in our program who are very powerful. You know, they get suspended all the time because they're not going to take any stuff from anybody. They're very demanding. They've got all the great characteristics of a leader. They're just not using their powers for good. And so the idea is if they had just a little Sophia, we could do a lot. We could do something different.
What are some of the things you do to change that? I mean, that's hard to do. Take somebody and change behavior.
Well, it is truly a behavior modification program. So when we get together in the schools once a week with the girls, we form a cell group with them. And so the idea is that whatever's distracting them from being productive inside the school system, we're gonna have a conversation about that. Like, are you having a problem with that teacher? How's your home life? How are your relationship with your peers? So it's really to try to teach them how to have some healthy relationships. So giving them that downtime to have their voice be heard.
What other techniques that work better with others? Like maybe someone doesn't really respond to like being nice or question. You need like a drill sergeant to come in like, hey,
There's a little of that, I think, right?
Well, you've got to be all things to all people some of the time. Yeah. And so some people really need that safe space. And the girls really grab onto that word, safe space. They need that time where they know that their secrets can be heard. They need that time with an adult that they know is not going to punish or judge them. But they also need sometimes somebody to say, I really genuinely do care about whether you're successful in this classroom, whether you show up at school or not. It's really important to me. So you kind of play many roles for them.
Yeah, and I, like I said, been with the project for 3 years, so I understand, and I can attest to the growth of a lot of the girls that have stuck with the project. You know, some of them in particular started off, and they were very in their shell, or very, you know, just kind of like an angry exterior, but over the time and over the years, you can see them progress, and now their aspirations and dreams have grown. So before they were like, I don't know what I want to do. Oh, there's me. They're like, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, and now they're saying, oh, I want to be, you know, entrepreneur, I want to do this and do that. So it's really great, a really great project. And I wanted to open up the floor for questions as far as if someone is out there and wants to become a part of the Sophia Project as a mentor or volunteer, how would they go about doing that?
Well, one thing they can do is they can go to the sophiaproject.org and they can sign up to be a mentor. It's the last page, and I get the email and I'll respond to them. They also can always join us on Friday night at Friday Night Kiss, which is Keep It Safe and Sacred. We're typically at St. Paul AME Church on 1260 Hamilton at 6 o'clock. That's my standing date. And also they can join us on Facebook. We have an active Facebook page. It's called the Sophia Project. and we're there. I mean, if you inbox me, I'll talk right back to you, day or night.
I want to know, you've been teaching them and molding them. Is there something that they do that you learn from them, or in a way did they somehow mold you in different ways?
Well, 4 years ago, I would say working with young people keeps me young, but that's not true.
I think it makes you older, right? Some days.
The gray hair is coming pretty aggressively, but they keep me edgy. Like all the Snapchats, Kik, and Instagram, all that stuff. In order to be relevant, I have to remain technologically savvy. I have to which I was not a cool kid, but I have to have a little vocabulary in order to relate to them. I've got a little hip vocabulary all the time. In order to reprimand them, I have to say stuff to them that they say in their vernacular. Right. And sometimes I say those things to like, are you coming or not, Miss Erica?
Right.
And they're like, we're talking to the adults.
That's so true. I've gotten slapped, like fake slapped a lot from them by using the wrong slang in the wrong context. I'm like, well, it was on fleek.
Fleek.
Whatever.
She taught me that not too long ago. Fleek. That's so fleek.
So they do. I guess it's a little both. They keep you hip and they make you old at the same time. But it's rewarding nonetheless. So great project. I'm so happy that you came on the show. And the project is looking for donations too. So if any willing spirits are out there too.
I want to say this because we're getting ready to approach our pearling ceremony, which we're 4 years in the making.
Yes.
It's going to be on May 3rd at Brown School of Social Work. And we also need help with little black dresses. We are going to pearl each one of the girls. So if somebody's interested in donating those things, if they want to be a mentor, that's also exciting too. We need more women to mentor young women.
And we also have men too, right?
Yeah, we do something called Conversation with Our Daughters. If you want to come out and hang out with us, we do it the third Friday of every month. So.
Well, thank you so much, Dawn, for joining us. We really appreciate it. Great project and a lot of great things going on in St. Louis. So we thank you so much. And we have Brock Sills coming up next on After the Mix. Welcome back to After the Mix. We have with us now Brock Sills, the infamous Brock Sills. He is an artist, a rapper, and a clothing designer. Yeah. What is it that you can't do?
I don't know. We have yet to see. I'm just a creator. So it's just, whatever bounces in my mind, I just pursue it and nurture it, and then it comes out.
Perfect. So you have a clothing line.
Correct.
Want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. I've been a part of a clothing line, me and my business partners. It's called Don't Triad, and it's something we've been pursuing, many ventures. So now it's just, good to see something that's been progressed, over time, something more unique, something more, good for the people,
Did you design everything you're wearing today?
No, this is just something that I picked up. I always have I got an eye for things. I do a lot of thrift shopping, so you really find what you like, as opposed to, shopping in a mall where they give you options.
So stylish. So would you say that your creative style has a little bit of vintage twist to it, or what sets you apart from fashions that are out today?
Yeah, the vintage style does. I definitely have a unique feel, and it kind of relates in my artwork as well. So, when I'm painting like a bag or whatever my vintage feel is, like this bag here, it's a vintage find. I bought it out in Philly. So it's just something about the things that I pick, and they coincide with each other.
Yeah, so let's talk about your design since we mentioned the bag. So we have some kicks here that you designed.
Yeah.
So just tell us a little about that as well.
All right, these are some Stan Smith Adidas that I painted. I call them Atlanta. I painted those when I was in Atlanta just recently, a couple weeks ago. So it was a nice feel. And I'm always inspired by everything around me, so I'm always painting,
So
every
do
day.
people can they email you or something and get?
Yeah, I'm
custom?
on Instagram, so everything that I do, I post it on Instagram daily. That's the best way to get at me. artbyseals.bigcartel.com is my website. And right now I'm, keeping it pretty pretty low on the quantities, but I mean, I'm out here if people want to, you know, get some work done always.
So for each one, you self-paint each one of those Adidas?
Yeah, everything is hand painted. So
Wow.
you're getting a one-of-one custom, each thing that you get, you know, each piece. So everything is special.
Yeah.
So I try to build, you know, a relationship with everybody who comes in contact and does business with me, you know.
Nice. And you also, aside from, you know, painting shoes and things like that, you do regular artwork. So just
Yeah.
things that you can just buy and hang up on your wall.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then you have an art show coming up.
For
towards the
sure,
end of
yeah,
April.
Mania. Mania's coming up. That's a event that you want to be at. I mean, if you live in the city of St. Louis, you have to be there March 11th, well, April 11th, I'm sorry. It's coming up, April 11th. It's coming up, 3957 Park. I'm gonna be doing some live artwork. It's a ton of more creative people on that bill also. You definitely want to come out and be at that event.
Yeah. And make sure you're ready to buy, because it's been a couple of art pieces that you posted on Instagram that I bidded on and it was already sold.
Yeah.
So he has, if you can take a look at the pieces here,
Yeah.
he's just amazing, just talented.
Yeah, for sure. With the artwork, it's been popular lately. A lot of people need artwork. Well, I always need artwork.
Yeah.
In this day and time, I feel art is more respected now, so more people are, you know what I'm saying, gravitated towards it. So me being a creator, I just love, you know what I'm saying, being able to supply that for people.
Right.
You know, because it's always a vision I had in my head. Now I can see it on somebody's wall. I love that.
So your artwork seems to be more abstract. So what kind of inspires your work? Where do you get your inspiration?
I'm inspired by everything, you know what I'm saying, the world around me, the people I come in contact with, you know what I'm saying. My artwork is based off, I want it to evoke emotion, you know what I'm saying. Like once you see these pieces, I want you to feel a certain kind of way. So every time I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I kind of put it out into my artwork or into my painting, so.
Now, we haven't talked a bit about your music yet. You got to tell us a little bit about that. I saw your
music.
video. It's unique. You got
I appreciate it. Yeah, that 10-4 video, it's actually, it was inspired by a trip when I went to Italy this past, not too long ago. So the music is definitely one of my favorite, you know what I'm saying, mediums to create towards. It's one of the first that I ventured off into. But I've been working on a lot of music lately, you know what I'm saying, so it's gonna drop out of nowhere with this surprise element. But yeah, the music is always fun, especially the visuals, you know what I'm saying. People like seeing stuff before they hear it, so I'm definitely having some more visuals also.
Nice, and I love your style
to
because
that.
you have, to me, I want to consider you a lyricist, not just a regular rapper.
Yeah, the term rapper, yeah.
There's a difference.
I don't know, I don't really like the term rapper
It's
these
kind of so
days.
tainted now,
Yeah, it's
right?
tainted, it can mean anything, you know what I'm saying. Your barber can be your rapper, you know what I'm saying, anybody can be a rapper. I'm just a creator, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to put no label on it because, like I say, if I can just wake up feeling any kind of way and just, you know, want to pursue something and I'm going to do it, you know. So
And
I
tell us
juggle.
a little bit, sorry, about your brand, Old Soul.
Young Man,
Young
Old
Man,
Soul.
Soul, yeah.
Yeah, Young Man, Old Soul was a project that I recently did. It was a mixtape. It's available, you know, brockseals.bandcamp.com. Go get that. It's a classic. It was me just doing what I wanted as far as, you know what I'm saying, creating, sampling some old music that I always grew up on and, you know, just putting my story into it.
Nice. Well, there you go. An exclusive from Brock Seals. He's going to be huge. So I'm glad that we got this moment here today.
Right on.
We thank
Appreciate
you
that.
so much for coming on the show.
Thank
and
you,
we
man.
thank you all for joining us. And again, the information for his show, Mania Showcase, is on your screen. It'll be April 11th at 6 p.m. at Utopia at 3957 Park Road. Or did I say that right?
Park
Avenue, sorry.
Ave, yeah.
And then artbyseals.bigcartel.com. You
Yeah.
can look at his artwork
Follow
there.
me on Instagram also.
Yes.
At SealsBrock, SealsBrock, no spaces.
Right, and make sure you bid on that artwork fast because it goes
Yeah.
by quickly.
Get it quick. I mean, you know, before it's gone.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and catch us next week on the Daily Mix.
For sure.